Hey guys, I just finished, well, almost finished one of my barefoot shoes. So I don't know how I found these. I think I got an ad for Zero Shoes, which they make finished shoes too. But the kit was pretty inexpensive. I think they started at like $19 or something. And I thought, oh, I've always wanted to make my own shoes. I don't know if you feel that way, but that's something I've always wanted to do. So this is not really like making your own shoes. It's like, you know, following instructions. It's kind of like an assembling your own shoe. But it was fun. I had a good time cutting it out. Now I have to finish this guy. I got to pick the color of my sole. I got to pick the thickness. There were two thickness options. And I got to pick the color of my laces. So that was really fun. And it's pretty straightforward. All the videos make it pretty easy. It actually took longer than I expected it to. As you can see, I'm still not done. But I actually am really happy with the outcome. I have to cut this or do something with this last bit of string. They gave me a few ideas, but I mean, it's kind of like a flip-flop, but it's much more stable. It's kind of like a cross between a flip-flop and a Chaco. And I'm really happy with the color. I like it a lot. You actually trim this, so I think I'm going to trim this just a hair more because I don't need the space over there yet. I can walk in them for a few days and see how I like them and adjust everything and make them very custom. So I am excited. I think they're going to be really fun, and I think I'll probably wear them a lot. So anyway, that's it.
So why barefoot shoes?
They are barefoot shoes, which just means that your toes have room to spread fully all the way. When you walk, your toes naturally want to grip the ground if you're not wearing shoes. So like if you were wearing a leather soled shoe, like a moccasin or something, you would have all this range of motion for your toes, which increases the strength of your arches. It increases the strength of your foot in general. It helps with stabilization. Really, if you walk in barefoot shoes a lot, you're just gonna have overall better agility when you're hiking and whatnot. So you can use them for running even. It's kind of a movement of less support is better ultimately for the strength of your foot and the rest of your body as well. And you also get a little bit closer to the ground and touching and experiencing all the things that are on the ground too. You have to be a little bit more aware. This is actually a fairly thick sole for a barefoot shoe. Some of the barefoot shoes that we've had in the past, like moccasins, for example, you can fill every rock in a gravel pathway. But it kind of increases your awareness too, which is an important part of, I think, connecting with nature. So I don't know, they're just very minimal.
Can you ground in those too?
No, you cannot ground in these shoes because this is a rubber sole. So grounding is something where you either have a leather sole or you go completely barefoot, and the ground, the electrical currents that are in the earth connect with your electrical current, which is an important thing to do as a regular part of your routine. It's just a part of connecting back to nature, and something that in our modern day, we stay off the ground all the time. We always wear shoes with soles on them that interrupt that connection. And anyway, you can do a ton of research on that. But unfortunately, no, these are not for grounding. These are more like if I was going to go on a hike, particularly like water hike or something, because you can get completely wet, obviously. And they're very grippy, so they'll grip the rocks really, really well. But yeah, they're not going to ground. That's it.